Thank you, Dave. Well, did you know that your garage door needs regular checkups and maintenance? I didn't know that. Squeaking, groaning, and sticking, all indicators that your garage door is in need of attention. In today's Ask Alan Anything segment, Robert Gatch joins our building expert, Alan Wheeler, with some important information that can save you both time and money. Gentlemen, welcome to the program. Great to have you here. Alan,
Sean.
you're a contractor. You've been doing all sorts of home improvement projects. Sometimes you have to go for a subcontractor, though, to make sure you get the work done correctly. And those experts in those fields, you brought along a subcontractor today. This is Robert. And tell us about how you and Robert are in business together.
Sure. Well, in building houses, I've needed garage doors. So I met Robert several years ago. He's been doing all of my garage door work. And then we were talking recently and discovered that I was not aware how important maintenance is. I made the assumption that a new garage door would last forever.
Yeah.
And that was wrong. So
Robert, you're laughing there already.
Yeah, they don't last. They don't last forever. They do need regular maintenance. So.
And
That's
we're
a
not
good
talking
conversation
we're
that
not
we
talking about WD-40 once in a while.
No,
There's
no,
some
just
real things you got to do that and
might
get
need
a
a little
professional.
extra love and care on them.
So what do you need to do? What are the things you need to worry about?
Like Alan, I appreciate Alan for having me on, today. And I think just general maintenance on a garage door would be good. You can, of course, call us to come out, but just greasing it, making sure that nuts and bolts are tight on the thing. Your garage door is your largest moving part of your house.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes a lot of sense to make sure that it's working up to its performance.
And Alan, everybody, of course, wants a garage door in their home now because a lot of people really use it more than they do their front door. I mean, this is kind of the thing that people are going in and out with all the time, and that presents a lot of problems as well.
Well, and I had Robert come visit me recently because I knew my garage door was down, and I went away, came back, and 3 times in a row the door was open, and so
Really?
it was a security issue
By itself.
And I knew that Robert had been a state trooper for 7 years, was aware of security, and so he was pointing out, so he was able to reset codes and talk to me about security.
Yeah, I mean, it's real important. I mean, a lot of people are coming down into the low country, you may be buying a new house or a home, that was already there, or getting someone like Alan to build you a home. A lot of times they want to call us to come out and reprogram the remotes,
Sure.
the keypads. It's just kind of, also, like Alan said, for security things. I think in his case, his door was going down and bouncing back up. Just a little minor adjustment, and safe, peace of mind for Alan.
See, I didn't even know that
appreciate
you
it.
could reset those things. Is that something that you recommend, or do you recommend actually getting all new systems and codes?
I don't think you need to get a whole new system. I do recommend that when you call someone out, to go ahead and erase the program that's already on the clicker. A lot of times you don't know if a lot of times people give their neighbor a remote,
Yeah.
just kind of, here, you
just
have
in
a
case
remote
kind of
just in
thing.
case you need to get in or something. So when they leave and you buy the house, I mean, it just makes a lot of sense to give us a call, and it's very affordable. We do a tune-up for $49.99.
Okay.
And like I said, we'll come out and grease your door, make sure your bolts and everything are tight, and then also reprogram your remotes.
Now, does that price go up if you're lucky enough to have a 3-car garage, let's say?
I might be able to work with you
Okay.
on that.
So just give you a call and you'll work out a deal. Alan, you guys both are also going to be at the Big Home Design Show coming up this weekend and get some one-on-one interaction with you and maybe plan out a new remodeling project.
Well, it's true, and Robert's going to be there, and we many times I will talk to people, and they need a garage door. They ask me about it, so I will send them down to Robert. But for both of us, with spring around the corner, it's cold now. Anticipate answering questions. Had a show recently, and everyone is just asking questions. So I think Robert's service and my services are really going to be needed now.
Yeah, and we talked about this in some segments with you, Alan. The most important thing to do is have that first one-on-one conversation with a contractor. And what do people need to bring if they want to come see you specifically, or Robert, you specifically? Do they need to bring the plans with them?
Yeah, if they could bring plans, and if plans are not drawn, then pictures. Pictures of kitchen cabinets if it's a kitchen, picture of a garage door if it's a carriage house garage door. All of us really have the value of as many notes, because some people are really undefined, and then I can ask questions to help them get back on track. but as much in the way of information and pictures they can bring, it's a good story for me.
There you go.
Good
We'll
start.
check out that website for garage doors, and you can ask these guys anything, both of them, at the home show coming up this weekend at Citadel's Johnson Haygood Stadium. Up next, in fact, we are building and remodeling with more info with Charleston Home and Design Show. So more on that after the break. Stay with us.